Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are with Lloyd's Tips again. Round 19 in the AFL. Another big round, big games. Let's start off with the blockbuster tonight. The Hawks v the Cats. Who's going to win this one, Lloyd?
Well, I think the Hawks win, but I don't think they'll win by a big margin because Geelong have really bounced back and they're playing good footy at the moment. And when you're a good team and you have been a bit down and you start to play some good footy, you always think you have a chance against good teams. I think Hawthorn will be too strong. I think they'll win by 25 points.
Okay, let's move right along now. What have we got there next? Western Bulldogs v Melbourne. That's a big game.
Well, Bulldogs need to win. They haven't really been going along well this season. And when Collingwood beat Carlton round 15, we all not expect that. So this is a big chance for the Bulldogs to prove themselves. The Roos need to keep winning. So I would tip the Roos to be too strong, but I really want to see a fight up.
That's right, North Melbourne, isn't it? I said Melbourne. Sorry about that. That's North Melbourne. Okay, let's go along now. Greater Western Sydney versus Port Adelaide.
The Corn brothers, there were two Corn.
Are they playing?
The Corn brothers are playing against each other. One from Port Adelaide, one
they are
from
too.
Greater Western Sydney. You'd think that Port Adelaide would be too good because Greater Western Sydney copped a 120 point from logging by Collingwood last week.
I did.
And you'd think that Port Adelaide wants to do that.
Okay, so how much?
I think Port Adelaide by 50 points.
Right, here's a really big game. The derby over in WA. Fremantle v West Coast. Who's going to win this?
Well, West Coast should win it, but Fremantle will need a win to keep their finals aspirations alive in 2012. There's only 4 rounds to go, which will
after this one.
Yes, after this one.
So how much to West Coast?
Win these sort of games. I think West Coast will win by 35 points.
Right, Collingwood St Kilda Saturday night at the MCG. Who's going to win this?
What a great game this is going to be.
It sure is.
Both teams had great big victories last week, but Collingwood just looks a better side. They've got lots of big players coming in. For Johnny O'Brien, Thomas Wellingham and side body.
Well, that's quality, isn't it?
Yeah, and Scott Waters we couldn't think of after he went to Collingwood. Collingwood's got to be weary of the Scott Waters nonsense because Scott Waters had success with us in 2010. They should be a bit worried that it could happen. There could be a bit of an upset.
So what's your tip?
I think Collingwood will win by 15 points.
Okay, very good. Brisbane Lions versus Richmond. Now, Richmond really need to win this one.
Richmond, they started falling out of the ladder. Well, this is a big game. I think this will decide how close they are to the finals. Whoever wins this, I think, will just miss out on the finals. It's really important that Richmond do not go down late in the game. It's important that if they're named by a new margin, they hold it. Last week against Carlton, I think they hold it for too long, and that's why they lost. So I think Richmond need to keep it together for 4 quarters and not let Richmond win by a middle margin at the end.
So the tip is?
Richmond.
By how much?
5 points.
All right, let's go to Melbourne v the Gold Coast. Another important game for a couple of cellar dwellers, but you know they've got a point to prove, I think, this week.
Melbourne and Gold Coast.
What do you think?
Needing a win. The Demons will probably win this. However, Gold Coast have shown some consistency in the last couple of weeks. So
all right, well, what's your tip?
I think Melbourne will win.
By how much?
30 points.
30 points. Okay, 2 games to go. Carlton v Sydney. Top of the ladder versus Carlton. Carlton hanging in there, but really I don't think they've got the goods of the finals. What do you think?
Carlton really needs to win. It's these sort of games that they need to start winning. They can't let Sydney dominate them.
Watch the paper.
They need to have a big victory.
All right, how much?
I think Sydney will win by 25 points.
Right, our last game of the round, Adelaide v Essendon. Essendon, dismal performance last week, but Adelaide, they went down too, so what's going to happen?
Adelaide was very good last week, but it's Adami's same. And what happened last time was Adelaide gave up a lead. Adelaide were by one, and they need to skim back into the game. What Adelaide needs to work on is not doing that, because if it happens again, the Bombers are going to win. So,
All right, what's your tip?
on that Adelaide to play score consistent course. Adelaide by 45.
All right, Lloyd, well, that's the tips for this week. Everybody, let's go the Pies.
Yeah, come on, let's do Elvis.